As well as products that you can sell to your existing clients, you can also think about products as a way of reaching an audience that would not or could not afford your full service at the moment. And so you're providing them with some sort of DIY, do-it-yourself option. The easiest way to start with this is to think about tools, guides, those sorts of products, checklists. And these are easy because often we have these sort of things either kind of semi-written up on our hard drive, or as forms or surveys that we use with clients, tools that we directly use with clients, or just in our heads. We have them already. And the difficult part about products is often the thinking that you need to do to work out, right, how does this work? What do I need to put this together? What's this? There's the deep thought. With these things, you've already done 95% of the deep thought. So a couple of days and you can get something that looks really good, all finished. One of my best products that I sell separately and I use in the courses and programs is my Priority Product Decision Maker. And that came out of something that I didn't even have written down, but I just used to sketch out this matrix and score it with clients in the meeting to help them to make a decision on products or some other decision that they needed to make in their business. So it's a well-known decision-making tool. I've just made a special version of it for deciding which products you should go ahead with. So I was using that in my notebook, and then I realised that I could give that to people to do for themselves by making a little spreadsheet out of it. And that sells regularly as a nice introductory product. Or it's for people who just want that little bit of it. They're fine on their own. But they want to use that tool. It's great. So have a think about what have you got that is in your head, on your hard drive, or you're regularly using already. You may also find that your work with clients, your services work, becomes a lot easier because for a part of the process you can just say, oh, I've got this nice tool, go and use that, and they do part of the process for you. So you don't have to do that meeting with them doing all the stuff in your notebook. You can also get started with products where you're making introductory products. So this is products that are specifically about bringing new clients to you at the very start of the sales funnel, or where they're coming to you and they're a little bit solution aware. So they encourage the client to come to you rather than somebody else. And you can do this through different sorts of products. The obvious one is a lead magnet. Now, my definition of a lead magnet is a freebie. So is it a product or is it a freebie? It's a free product. Let's not get caught up in it, but I'm going to include lead magnets here as introductory products. And lead magnets certainly should be one of the first things that you're making, if only to get you started with building your tribe and bringing people to you, getting people onto your email list. Lead magnets are incredibly important. They may be building your tribe so that you can sell them products later on, but lead magnets are also great for just selling more services. So again, win-win. Mini courses, which might be freebies, so they're effectively a lead magnet, or they could be a low-cost, simple course that is unpacking and exploring the ideas that your later products will solve, so you're not giving away all of the how-to. Or a mini course that covers just one little problem, and it's the problem that the clients are very well aware that they have. And by solving that problem, it uncovers all the other problems that you can help them with. These sorts of mini courses, they can be quick to put together. You don't have to do tons of videos. It can be delivered by email. They can be email only, or they can be just very simple, kind of, one module, 6 video courses. It's still quite a bit of work, but they can be fantastic for starting people off and introducing people. I would also include workshops, free or paid, depending on your target market, where you say, I've got 10 places for people to come along and talk about this special thing. So I might do a workshop on email nurture while you've got people in your tribe on your email list, and that would be a paid workshop. People would give me a little bit of money to come along, and there would be a bit of VIP treatment, and it would be a workshop. It wouldn't be just me doing a giant webinar trying to sell stuff. It would be of real value to people. Think about, what can you do as a workshop or some sort of engagement with people where you're giving it to your list and or to people that you want to be on your list and you want to bring them in. The other sort of introductory product that I really love and I've had lots of success with clients is the discovery meeting. Now, you probably nowadays need to have a different name for this, because everybody talks about discovery calls, and what they actually mean, what has come to mean, is sales meeting. A discovery call is not a sales meeting in my old-fashioned view. What I mean by a discovery meeting or a discovery call is a much more in-depth session, a 2 or 3 hour workshop. So I've got a client who does a full day, and you're digging into the client's problems, possible roadmaps for solutions, really getting into what it is that they need. And the output from that meeting, and I recommend that you have an actual output like a report or some sort of deliverable from that meeting if you want to charge money for it, is something which is useful for that client. It's useful for them whether they go on and buy services or other products from you. That doesn't really matter. They could use it with somebody else, they could go and do their stuff themselves, whatever. And that makes it almost not a sales meeting. So you can go in with a happy heart because you're getting paid just to do that meeting. So it's kind of fair. You're not trying to sell anything. You're going to make some money out of that. So my client who does a full day workshop charges 2,500, and she often gets another 10, 20, 30,000 engagement on the back of that. So it is part of her sales process, but it's also using that process where you are doing sales in a way which is you're starting the engagement, and you're free to give away lots of stuff there. Getting paid 2.5 grand for doing that makes it a lot easier for her to do it. Here's another example of somebody who has used discovery meetings really, really well.
Rather than doing proposals, spending a lot of time writing them and then sending them off and hoping that we'd hear back, and often not hearing back, Julia encouraged us to develop a product that would be like the initial engagement with the client and would be like a diagnostic exercise, and would enable us to engage with them, find out more about their business, and then make our recommendations / proposal based on that in-depth knowledge. So we created what we call discovery sessions. I know that other businesses use them too. And what it means is that we can now charge for a day's work in finding out more from the client about their business, creating a proposal for them, and as well as getting paid for that time, which is fab anyway, the conversion rate has gone up considerably. We used to win maybe 1 in every 3 proposals and quotes that we would do. But when we go through the discovery session, we're usually now winning 8 or 9 out of 10. So it's win-win-win. We don't waste time on proposals. We win more of them. And also, because we go more in depth, the added value of the projects is also quite a lot more as well. So that made a big change to our business, and we're still doing that now, and we've developed that further. And yeah, that has made a big difference.
Want to learn more about the art of productising your expertise? There are new videos here every week. Here are a couple of good ones to get you going.